j'ai été touché, où j'ai vu à quoi j'étais destiné. Et puis là, maintenant tout s'est dessiné, car en moi le truc était inné. Et puis là, mes yeux se sont ouverts. Et puis là, affirmation du Joker. Et maintenant, là, tout est devenu clair.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today at the Legal Alien Corner. This is the very first episode of what you see here. Get familiar with these faces because we're going to be talking about a lot of topics. Anything goes. Music, relationship, whatever, but mostly music because this is a music channel. Anyways, I am your host, Mr. Bantu, and I have special guests over here. We have a musician, we have an A&R, and we have an engineer, studio engineer, beat maker, all that stuff. So I'm going to introduce you to them. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, what's up? This is the Joker from De La Vida Record. You already know, the new and the only one Black Panther from Gabon.
And you, sir?
Yo, I go by the name of King of Kasai.
King of Kasai.
A lot of you already know what it is. And I'm here to have fun. And first of all, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, too. Your boy, Didy Mastamind, Legal Alien Productions, Legal Alien Studios, the CEO, engineer, music producer, and everything that's got to do with music. That's me.
Yep.
Thank you. And for the first episode, I think it's very important that you get a chance to meet these guys, even if you don't get to see them from time to time, but at least you know who's behind the scenes and who's in front of the scenes, okay? Now, we're going to get right into the topic today. This is going to be very interesting, and I want to see if you guys can relate with what I'm talking about. The first question, or the topic what we're going to talk about today is it the right thing to do to tell a person that they have no talent? And I'm sure a couple of you guys, do not lie, have family members that can't sing, but you just don't know how to tell them. Okay, we're going to hear from our guests what they think. And for you guys, just type in the comments and then we'll go from there. All right? Let Joker, tell me something.
Wow, that's a hard question because I'm a musician, you know, and but I'm trying to be like a regular person. No, I say no. It's not a good thing to say somebody that ain't got no talent, even if he does not. I know some people are gonna think he's fake. No, he's not faking. What it is just not being hard with another person.
Okay, we're going to keep this short, but let me just
finish that point.
All right.
But if you're really trying to be nice with that person, if you're really worrying about the future of that person, you should show that person what is good in.
Okay.
You know, and not just trying to put him down.
Absolutely. Now, you being a musician, and somebody sends you a track to feature on, and the person is whack. What would you do after that? Would you say that the track is whack, or would you just do your best? What would you do in that situation?
I'm gonna be on the track.
You're gonna be on the track?
I'm gonna be on the track.
And you won't say nothing?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be on the track. I'm gonna make the track great.
Okay.
my man,
What
man.
about you, Mr. A&R?
Yo, man.
King of the side.
As they are.
As the person that listens to music on a daily basis.
He's the one.
He looks
No
for talent.
one loves
Yeah,
music like him.
Yeah, man, I know it depends from who the comment's coming from. You know, you can have just a regular person who doesn't have even a taste or a choice of music telling you
Yeah, makes sense.
you have no talent. I'm like, who are you? What's your catalog? Or what qualifies you to tell me that? That's one. Number two, it also depends, like I did mention before we got on the platform. You just gotta be honest with the person. Find the diplomatic way of telling them of some kind of improvement that they need to sharpen. Because it's all about constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism,
Yeah,
okay.
you don't want to make them feel like they really suck and there's nothing they can go further with that.
I hear you. But one more question.
Right.
You have a person that's very prideful in their art. You can't tell them nothing. and they believe that they're pretty good at what they do. And you even see that, you know what, this person's full of themselves.
Or I'm going to tell
that's
you,
where they are.
that's a big downfall.
Okay.
If you're already you're not open to criticism, that's a big downfall for you.
Oh yeah, and actually, you're not an artist.
Right. Because if you really want to improve, you really want to be open to people's opinion. And of course, it depends to whom you're seeking the opinion from. You don't go to a regular person. Just
Who you seeking the opinion from?
yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
that really matters.
Mr. Producer, this is the man that's behind. This the man that's actually creating the sound. You tell me, the artist sees you first before the rest of the world.
Honestly speaking, for a guy like me, who's in the studio, who deals with, musicians, different talents, I would say yes and no. Why? Yes, I can be honest and tell somebody that, look,
You sex.
this is not for you. I know that sounds mean, but here's my reason. When somebody comes to the studio to record, they're spending money. Okay? They're spending their time. They come in, and like we were talking earlier, those guys, like certain guys who are, like they believe in themselves, like, look, this is what I want to do. You can't tell them anything. You criticize, you tell them, oh, you need to fix that or that.
Especially
if they have it in their mind, especially that they're paying, right? If they have it in their mind that, look, I'm the
best of
the
the
best of the best.
It's just like you say, they're not open to criticism.
Right. Maybe one of their friends been lying to them, telling them, like, you're good or whatever. It's my job as a sound engineer and a producer to not bring you down, but I will find the right way to tell you that, look, man, I don't want you to waste your money. And I won't necessarily tell them that you don't have talent, but I can make it clear to them that, look, if you want to be spending money for some mediocre stuff, hey, I don't mind. I can get your money. You come to the studio, record. I don't like it, put it out there as long as you don't mention my name.
Okay.
But then at the same time, if I'm trying to be honest, you ask me, what do you think about my song? If it's a bad song, I'll tell you, bro, you can do better. Or if it's not that, I'll be like, yo, man, the truth is, this song, nah.
I think to add up to that,
Yes.
the studio, the sound engineer, that's where the question is really appropriate.
Definitely.
And you have to consider the feedback you get from there, because that's where you want to be criticized on an honest level.
That's like I say, that's where we make babies.
Because if the sound engineer himself,
Feel me?
Hey, but like I
if
said,
the sound engineer himself is not feeling your work,
Your vibe.
then the rest of the world that don't even sit behind those machines.
Of course. I understand.
Can you elaborate on making babies and how does that correlate? Making babies.
Man, I say making babies because every single song for an artist is a baby.
Is a baby.
Oh yes, is a baby.
oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
And, yeah.
All right.
I had to catch that. Okay.
And when you're at the studio, what are you doing? Making songs, right?
Right.
Making babies. So if like you say, if the engineer doesn't feel your vibe, I mean, the baby, you're gonna make
Premature.
Gonna be an ugly baby.
I didn't want to say that, but because some people say that there is no ugly baby, but I don't agree with that.
No, just to add up on what he's saying. Now, I don't know if this can be a question directed to you. You as an artist, you come to the studio with your song that you worked on, like you're saying, you're ready to make that baby. You come to the studio and you make me listen to that song, and I'm like, bro, man, nah, this is not good enough. You believe in yourself. You know you're a good artist. Now, put it that way. You come to the studio and I tell you, bro, this is not working. Nah, man, this is not a good song. How are you gonna take it?
I'm gonna take it.
Because you
As an artist,
you believe
yeah.
you're the one, you're the best.
I gotta understand the question. How am I gonna take it? I'm gonna listen to what you're saying, and pay attention of what you didn't like. And now from there, I'm gonna see how I can improve if improvement is needed. Because
Needed according to who? You or me?
that's what I bring back to what he say. You gotta pay attention of who you seeking. What do you say?
The
Seeking
validation.
validation from.
Right.
Yeah, who you seeking the validation from? Yeah, if I recognize you as a talented producer, I'm gonna listen to your critics and try and improve myself. But if you just like, if I feel like the 8 type of vibe, they're gonna show me something else. It's the. But
How do you know, or how do you tell that is hate or whatever? Because let's just be honest, there are certain producers or engineers who are also artists, musicians.
Absolutely.
Maybe I just don't like you as an artist. You come to the studio and I don't want you to put your song out there. Not because the song is good, but I'm just hating. I'm like, yo, that's not. How do you tell whether it's hate or I'm being real?
Bro, this is life things. When somebody that doesn't like what you're doing, there's something, man, you cannot lie. You're not gonna be a certain way with somebody that you like and somebody that you don't like. You feel me? Yeah. There is type of things like even the way you critique that person gonna be different. So knowing all this, you can know when somebody fuck with you or not.
Mr. A, quick question for you.
Right, man.
As your job to be the scout, to listen to music that's out there or whatnot, I'm pretty sure, let's just say somebody comes up with their music. You're driving in your car, somebody comes up, well, of course we don't deal with CDs anymore, but somebody say, check out my sound click, listen to this. And then they're playing their music and you're listening. What are you going to tell them right there? Your music sucks or your music's good? Like, what is the next step after that?
So when I listen to music personally, I got my own music that I like, that I listen to myself. I'm not an artist, but I love music. So when somebody comes to me with a song, the first thing is I don't listen to whether I like it. When I listen to people's song is how will the crowd react to that song. It's nothing to do with me. So the first thing I ask, what's your basic? Who are you trying to appeal to?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the question I ask. It may not be interesting to me, that song, but I'm not going to tell them because obviously it's trying to ask me to listen to the song, how do I respond to it? And then I reverse the table. I'm like, who are you trying to appeal to?
Yeah.
Who does the song appeal to? So from there onward, it creates the baseline of a conversation on how I can
understand where is it going.
Has there been...
Sorry, I wanted to add up to that, or maybe it's a question that I'm going to ask you. So, as an A&R, right? I'm an artist. I want you to listen to my song, so maybe I can have a chance with you. Maybe you can introduce me to, the producer or the engineer. I want your opinion.
That's exactly what
I'm going specific. I want you to listen to it and tell me what you think. It's not about what the crowd are going to think.
No, that's what I said. That's what I said. You need to pay attention to what I'm saying. I ask them what they're trying to appeal to. Based on their question, on their answers, it creates the baseline on how I'm going to maneuver.
Oh, okay.
And how I can direct.
Yeah. As in, because in a way, like, if he doesn't personally like the song, he's willingly gonna be able to pass the song on to somebody else. But I don't personally like the song, but I'll give it to somebody who deals with this kind of music.
Right, because when you introduce somebody, I may not like it, or you take to the other producers or other management, they find it very interesting because everybody has their own ear to the sound, how it appeals to them. So. As an NR or as a DJ don't play the song they like. They play song people like. So that's where I limit myself and then just direct you. I'm all about like guidelines, giving you guidelines on how you want to go forward with that. And if there's any sharpening needed, that's when he comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, and say, listen up to this guy. This is what I think. What do you think? And see if you can fix something.
So, quick question for all you guys: how many times do you think people have to listen to a song in order to like it? Because history has repeated itself. You probably heard a song one time, and you're like, "Nah, I don't like this song." But the more that you hear it, the more that, hey, I like this song is because you see what other people
Let me
react.
speak as
As a producer.
Producer.
As
Yes,
a producer.
This is how I'm talking about myself. I don't know how other producers or engineers do it. But when somebody comes in the studio with a song, I want to hear the hook first. Give me a hook. As soon as they start, I have to get hooked to that in the first 10 seconds or 15
Waiting
seconds.
this up.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with songs. If you come to the studio like, oh, I've recorded songs somewhere. Or, oh, yeah, let me listen to what you got. If I'm not shaking my head in the first 15 seconds, chances are, your song, yeah. But guess what? I'm not going to be biased and say just, okay, the first 15 seconds has to be good. There are certain songs that start very bad, but then when you give it a chance,
Which is not good
you're like,
already.
You're like, oh, wait a minute. No. Like sometimes when you buy like an album, there's like 15 songs. Sometimes you don't have the chance to listen to all 15 songs. You pick the best songs. You're like, oh,
Of course.
the one that they play on the radio,
And
that's the
everything.
one that
That's
I'm
the
gonna
one that
listen
I
to.
want.
Yeah, this is the one that I like. But there are times when you're going like on a long trip, you're like, yo, I bought this 15 song album. Might as well just play all the songs, man. You're driving, bam, 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 and then song number 7.
You just got eat by the meteorites, man.
That's the one. And you end up just liking it.
Now, to answer your question as well, I'm sorry to interrupt. It also depends with the timing. In this day and age, people's attention span is very short.
Very, very short.
And in this day and age, again, we have people that are not interested in the lyrics. It's all about the groove.
The groove.
Yeah.
So once your beat is catchy, and people like a song.
Absolutely.
So for me, I think it's instantly when the beat is really catchy, because people got so much going on, they don't have time to try to hear what you're about to say. If the beat is catchy, and then that's when it draws their attention to hear more details. That's how I feel, because we're talking about what's in the music business as at the moment.
Yes.
That's my take.
Absolutely. Mr. Musician.
Yes, sir.
When you have your fresh new recorded track from the producer and everything, who are the first people that you let listen to? To Critic. The very first people for Critic.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the producers listening and the people that's in the studio, who are the first people that you trust the most for their opinion and your critic, for them to tell you how your music sounds like?
First of all, my manager, the first manager, because you know, in De La Vida record we got many managers.
Okay.
But my personal manager, first of all, which is my mom. Oh yeah. Oh, she is. She is. I just said it. Now you already know. But beside it, I got some what I call good hairs around me. You know, you see, just like Alex, people who understand music. Some close friends, you know, we got people who understand music and people who don't. And, you know, I got some close friends, you know, they're pretty good. They listen any type of music, so I can trust their point of view or their judgment on my
Not
thing.
to cut you off, just let me put this in before I forget. Since your mom is the person that listens to music, do you think sometimes she could be biased because you're her son? Or she just tells you straight up like, no, son, this is not it. This is whack.
Okay, right now, like, when I talk about her, I say manager before I say my mom.
Okay.
So when
Is she straight up with you?
Oh, she's straight up, man.
As far as like,
hey, man,
she will tell you
hey,
that music is whack,
bro,
right?
we focus. Trust me, we focus.
Okay.
We know when it's time for work. It is, you know, like, and she's even. She's the manager. She knows that I'm here.
Okay.
You know, like, but she's straight to me. Like, when she doesn't like something, she's gonna say. Sometimes, most of the time, I agree. Sometimes I don't agree. You know, and that's how we work. But you know, big up to you, Jenny.
Huh? Go ahead, give her a shout out.
Oh yeah, big up to you, maman.
Okay.
Je sais que je t'aime,
Nice.
je t'aime.
Now I have a question for the producer.
Yeah.
Mr. Producer, speaking of this topic, but people, you know, whether you want to tell them if they have talent or not, what is the average time that people with talent spend in the studio?
Oh, wow. The amount of time, it depends. There are people with talent who would spend 5 hours
Okay.
working on one song, and some with talent and spend 30 minutes and do 5 songs. So it really depends.
Just like me.
Right. It really depends. It's like, just like me.
He say, right.
It really depends on, I guess, the song and the person themselves. There are those guys who are talented and they're very specific with what they want. So it's not really about them not getting it right, but it's about them not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can get in the booth and sing. Yeah, right.
Perfect, yeah.
They'll sing, and I'll be on the other side. I'm like, yo, that is dope. And they come on the other side. Yeah, let me hear it. You play for them, and they go like, let me go and redo.
Yeah, that's
No!
for that part I can relate and
You
just
know
be
what I'm
like,
saying?
that's not how I saw it. That's not how it's supposed to sound. Even if it sounds dope enough for the producer, but the artist, he already got the picture of what it's just like a painter, man. You already know how it's supposed to be in every single details. So, he might be liked by some, but he's still missing the detail that that is not there.
That's why you gotta, as a producer and engineer, you have to have patience. Because I'll be honest, I lose my patience sometimes. Because I'll be like, when an artist comes in the studio and they tell me their vision and how they want the song, I have to picture it myself. Like, I also create that vision in my head. So I already know, I'm like, okay, all right, so this is what they want. So when they start recording, or we're working on an instrumental and everything, I know what is being put out there. But then, not just that, I also have my own ideas based on what you communicated with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I create my own vision.
You're an artist too.
Sometimes, like, it works best if the artist and the engineer use both brains. You can't just be like, okay, I'll let the engineer do his own thing. Or let the artist do their own thing. We gotta work together.
Absolutely.
Let me use my creativity, and you use yours. Together, we make we make a bomb.
Not to cut you off for a little bit, we're going to take a break, and we're going to introduce some sponsors that's sponsoring this thing, keeping the channel going. Just for a second, guys. Be back on this break. Welcome back, guys, to the Legal Alien Corner. As we are approaching the end of the show, we're going to have some remarks on different ideas and topics of what's yet to come, but I'll save that for last. But right now, I am actually going to ask each of these individuals what they have to bring on the platform for you guys in the near future. Didy Mastamind.
Yeah, as Legal Alien, we have a lot of things in store for you guys, and the artist especially, the guy who's in the studio every single day. We actually working on a compilation, so that's been my baby. I work on it every single day. It's gonna be like a compilation of different artists. We're gonna gather all the Legal Alien artists. So pretty much we're talking about 10, 15.
Don't worry, baby.
16.
I'll be on there.
16 artists on the compilation, so that you guys at least get a chance to listen to what we've been working on for years. I know I've got friends and family who ask me, yo, when is the music coming out? You get a chance.
When are you bringing the money back home?
Right. So everything is being cooked in the kitchen.
Coming.
Everything is in the kitchen. Everything is coming, guys. It's coming. You guys will get to hear what Legal Alien is about. And just be ready, man, because it's gonna come like a tsunami.
Mr. A&R, what you got?
You guys heard the man. Tsunami coming upon your door. Yeah, man, I've had a lot of people asking me about, Legal Alien, I see you guys doing a lot of activities going on, but we haven't seen any product yet. Yes, you're right. You haven't seen any product because we're busy trying to make sure we come up with the great quality that sounds really great to your ears and your eyes as well. And for those who don't really understand what's the purpose of Legal Alien, we're trying to focus, we're based in the United States, Rockville, Washington, D.C. specifically. Our main project is to, we have a lot of Africans that are based in the state with great talent, but they haven't got that privilege going to the studio because it's not cheap to be at the studio. So that's where we come in, trying to provide good quality sound and some of the great talent, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen that are around the city to showcase their talent. So our main focus is mostly on Afro because you know Afro is banging right now. It's taking over like Jehovah all over the place. So that's where we're coming in now, and we also open to any kind of or genre music to come. So if you feel like you're a hip hop artist or you R&B singer, you more than welcome to join
Even
the team.
gospel.
Even gospel singers.
Reggae.
As a matter of fact, that's a good thing.
Reggaeton.
We have some few gospel singers. They're doing pretty good. So we have a couple songs that should be getting released as well. I'm pretty sure at the same time with the
of course, the compilation is gonna have everything.
Everything will there.
Everything will be on it.
Ça va péter.
Everything.
Yeah. And so we go into the right direction so far, and I'm really excited about what we have to portray out there to the world. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
That's what I got to say. Yeah.
Saving Mr. Well, I'm the last one to kind of close caption, but go ahead, sir. The Joker.
Okay, the Joker is back. I'm gonna go first for my English people, then I'm gonna go for my French people. You know, I gotta think about them too.
Spice it up.
Been
French,
here.
English.
They
Spice
be-
it up.
my French people, my French speakers have been here since the beginning. So, you know, I cannot forget them. Okay, but right now, the Joker under the La Vida record is working on some fire. We are about to drop many singers. And I say many singers that just going to come and blow the entire world. Oh, yes, I
Believe
say
that.
And
Amen to that.
He's the only one who watches. He's the only one who protects us.
Amen.
The Most High.
Yeah.
He's the one we've been working all this time. That's why even on serious time, like Corona, we've been shining. Okay.
Yes.
So alors,
I like that.
maintenant c'est pour mes French speakers, hein, c'est pour mes frangins. Hein. Ça, les gars, on a attendu depuis longtemps, non? Les choses se passent. De la vida, oh yeah, de la vida, oh yeah, ça se passe. Là, je suis là avec les gars aliens. Ici, c'est Washington DC, c'est la capitale. On fait les bails. Avant qu'on arrive là-bas au pays, voilà comment ça commence. C'est l'histoire de toute une vie. C'est l'une des plus belles histoires de notre continent qu'on est en train d'écrire là. On ne le dit pas si vite parce que, hein, tu vois, on se méfie des regards. Mais là, je peux le dire parce que c'est en français. Ils ne comprennent pas forcément tous. Mais les gars, c'est le panafricanisme qu'on est en train de faire là. À travers moi là, nous là, il y a le Congo, il y a la Guinée, il y a le Gabon, il y a le Sénégal. Donc, dédicace à tout cela. Shout out to Sénégal, Gabon, Congo, Trinidad,
Zambia.
Guyana. Actually,
Togo, Nigeria, Ghana. We got
you know,
everything.
we ain't got the time, you know, to start, you know, shout out all the countries around the world. But the love is real. The same love that show how unique we are. The same love that show how similar we are. That's the love that we're talking about. So, yeah, a lot of things are coming. And just stay tuned, man. And I know you like to hear me. You're gonna like what you're gonna hear. So, like I say, now get used to see my face or get used to feel my presence.
That's what's up.
There you have it, guys. You heard it best from the producer, A&R, and the artist, and the host, Mr. Bantu. Can't forget about me, right?
Huh.
But
The
You don't
artist
even
himself.
know.
He's actually an artist. He's
You
everything.
don't even know.
Producer
you don't even
too.
know who
we'll
you
save
got
that for the
here.
next episode. But like I said,
Oh, it's-
the next episode are yet to come. We're probably gonna try to drop this like what? Every Wednesday?
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that. This is the first episode, so we don't wanna jump the gun. We just wanna see how you guys like it first. If you guys want more, then we guys give you more. If not, then we'll still give you more.
Hold on. And actually, you don't even have the choice.
No choice, right?
Either you like it or you don't.
Or you
You're
don't.
still gonna have more, and
Of
that's what it is, bro. So you better
I like
like it
that.
already, you know. So you won't hate for a long time because you might hate forever, and you don't want that.
Okay,
For sure.
there you have it. Legal Alien Studio, Mr. Bantu. Thanks to the guys behind the scenes, the camera people, Ali behind the scenes, Sampa behind the scenes. These are the guys that's making it possible for you guys to see us. And for that, peace out. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Peace out.
Je passe, je geste, je sors le best, c'est mon son qu'ils écoutent dans leur caisse. Peu importe la partie, mais oui, je gère les guests, Maintenant, mais tout le monde est à l'aise. Comme lui, ce cover, lui de yeah, yeah. Grâce à ma voix, maintenant le Gabon, yeah. Pays d'Africa, de la forêt tropicale. Grâce à moi, maintenant voilà ma ancestrale. Yeah, yeah,